Hello fellow warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this one is featuring Green and he's playing as the Empire and he's up against Sarmatians, Warriors of Chaos. So a thematic build, two good players showing off. What could possibly go wrong, right? This should be one hell of a battle. So yeah, like a traditional match, Empire versus Chaos. Chaos a really hard-hitting faction. The Empire kind of relies in Lord sniping, to be honest, and just, you know, bomb diving with terror from either Boris or Karl Franz or any other hero like that, and just in general combined strength of arms. Like you have halberds pinning down the opponent, you have silver bullets hitting hard from the back, a cannon or something like that, and that's how you usually get the victory. There's multiple ways to go, depends on what you like. Anyway, let's start by taking out the army. So for Green over here, we can see that he's got two units of pistoliers. They can 360, these guys. They don't have much armor, they don't have armor piercing, but the withering fire, the constant withering fire, will prove vital if you can keep them alive and away from warhounds. We also got Karl Franz over here on top of Deathclaw, and he's got the Karl Maraz, the Reichland Runefang, Stand Your Ground and Forsaker. And what the hell is this? Oh, Blood Row, yeah. -8 leadership, I always forget about that. For the rest of his force, the front line, the main line, is gonna be composed of 4 greatswords, so no cheap stuff around. Green is not messing. And Reichsguard unit over here on the left flank, just keeping some high mass unit ready to move in. On the other side we have a Demigryph Knight with halberds. We also got a Jade Wizard with just Earthblood, not even regrowth, and an Amethyst Wizard actually for the Spirit Leads, and also the Silver Bullets back here together with a Great Cannon. So the Amethyst Wizard, I can already see him having some good usage. Over here, as you can see, excuse me, Green is gonna try to go after the trolls, but he's just gonna move back. He can't do anything because there's a lot of warhounds present, like 3 from over here, another 1 from here. He's gonna have to go back, because if he gets caught he's dead, and that's like 1000 and some gold right thrown into the trash can already. So for the Warriors of Chaos we have 3 units of warhounds, 4 if you take that into account from the other side. We also got 2 Chaos Trolls from what I can see. Not the armored variant. We got 2 units of aspiring champions, and that's because he needs to keep those Chaos Marauders and with great weapons and standard ones in check. So he decided to go with cheap infantry, but he went with the aspiring champions in order to just keep them to fight a lot longer. And the only actually like able unit that can fight the Empire, like against the greatswords as well, is just the Mirror Guard. They will eventually lose because these guys have armor piercing and anti-infantry. The Mirror Guard will not be able to fight, but they're immune to psychology, so any bomb from Karl Franz is not gonna make them suffer too much. And from this side we have a unit of Chaos Knights with lances. So these are the variant that have really high charge bonus, up to 80, and yeah, if they get a charge into any target they will melt it. Even the Demigryph Knights will suffer a lot from these guys, and also 1 Chaos Chariot. So let's begin. The skirmish has begun. The Pistoliers managed to get a couple of shots off, but they have to be vigilant and just as soon as the warhounds move close to them, just move back. Karl Franz has been struck by a Spirit Leech, which is totally fine for the moment. There's an Earthblood ready to heal him up. You can't avoid Spirit Leeches, it's meant to happen. Oh, I actually forgot about the Deathcaster over here. And also Sigvald. Yeah, we got Sigvald over here with his Auric Armor and Forsaker, and together with the Chaos Sorcerer, Spirit Leech, aspect of the Dread Knight, and I kind of forget the other thing, yeah, the Doom and Darkness. So he really relies on awe and terror in order to break through the front lines of the Empire and just get into the juicy stuff, which is not a lot, it's just the cannon and the silver bullets. So yeah, quite a fun play from Green over here. He's really like stressing up Sarmatian at the moment, just keeping his mobility game up, and yeah, just keep getting free shots. Either it's these Chaos Marauders or the Trolls, it's still worth it. These guys are not heavily armored, they don't have any shields, and now Karl Franz is gonna dive in, just doing some really good work on these Chaos Marauders, because he knows on this side there's nothing fast. The Chaos Warhounds are on the other side, the Chaos Trolls will not be able to catch up that fast over there, and the Pistoliers will just have to fall back to this side over here and just keep running. The Silver Bullets are gonna open fire on the Chaos Trolls. Actually, they're shooting for the Chaos Marauders, but they're gonna swap. And the Demigryph Knights will just move in, ready to intercept the Chaos Trolls. The Great Swords will move up and just saturate on top of them, so the Demigryph Knights will not suffer too much from the Marauders, because that stuff is gonna, you know, whittle them down little by little, sorry. And yeah, Karl Franz dives in there, just bringing the terror, just breaking those Chaos Trolls immediately together with the Chaos Marauders, which have been melted. And yeah, now it's gonna be a great show-off, as we can see Prince Sigvald approaching Karl Franz over here, which has the Reichland Runefang popped on him, and yeah, he's already just giving it back to him. So over here the Warhounds keep chasing the Pistoliers, but the Chaos Knights with lances together with the Chariot are now free to dive in on the Silver Bullets and the Great Cannon, which is open at the moment, and at least the Chaos Chariot has suffered a lot of damage from that cannon. Green is gonna disengage the crew, and he's just gonna try to break Karl Franz over here, ready to intercept. He's gonna go straight for the Chaos Knights with lances. He's gonna fake an attack, but in the end he's gonna move in. The Spirit Blitz is gonna go off on top of the Chaos Knights, just bringing them down really hard, down to 40% HP, just with a couple of shots from the cannons, Boris, Karl Franz, and just that Spirit Blitz. So Spirit Blitz worth it even more than Fate Ibuna on cavalry actually. The Chaos Chariot is gonna get through, but as soon as that Chaos Knight with lances gets broken and terrified, Karl is gonna be able to just come back here, and actually he's not. I totally forgot about the Demigryph Knights, which are back here. And where the hell are the Empire Knights? Oh, they're in the back, just trying to chase off any rallying opponents, and they're probably gonna go after the Trolls. These guys must not come back. The Balance of Power is still dead even. The Jade Wizard is going all around with the Amethyst one, just dropping Spirit Blitzes. The frontline engagement is going well so far. The Great Swords, 2 of them are quite healthy, 2 of them have been all but destroyed yet, but Boris, why do I keep saying Boris? Damn it. Karl Franz is still around, and his Demigryph Knights are able to just participate and saturate on top of these Great Swords over here. Boris, come on dude, you really need to get over here, just get one Terror Bomb, so all of these guys shatter, so the Demigryph Knights will be able to do their own stuff. He decides to go after the Chaos Sorcerer of Death with both his casters and Karl Franz, and Earthblood has been popped over here. Did it get the Demigryph Knights? Yes, it did, but these guys have been routed at the moment. There's just too many stuff over here. There's not enough infantry to just fight on top, but the Silver Bullets have actually rallied. The cannon as well, it's gonna try to get back into the pieces, and is that gonna be enough? Is a couple of shots from the Silver Bullets gonna be enough to break off the Chaos Knights with lances? They're doing that silly thing of just charging their target instead of shooting it. Another Spirit Blitz though is gonna go down, and I'm quite sure that this is gonna be enough to make them break, or at least buy enough time for the Demigryph Knights to come back, because you need even these 7 guys, he needs them to come back. Karl Franz is gonna dive in again on these Chaos Marauders. The Empire Knights in the back are quite healthy, so not all is lost yet. Even though, oh, the Demigryph Knights have actually rallied, and it's the Chaos Knights with lances that get shattered, broken actually. And now they're gonna be chased off by the Demigryph Knights, just making sure these guys will never come back. The front line has been totally won by the Chaos Lines, but he still has a healthy unit of Reichsguard back here. The Silver Bullets have rallied, the Demigryph Knights as well, even though they're low model count at the moment. The Chaos Warhounds, why didn't they keep, okay, they kept going. Green, you have to pull these guys back. The Silver Bullets need to open up a shot at least. Come on, get a shot off. They're facing towards the wrong side, so they will just battle. The Empire Knights will get a charge on these Chaos Trolls over here and just shatter them almost immediately. Karl is gonna dive in there, just trying to bring the terror. Sigvald is still around. He's quite healthy because he keeps on replenishing. But without the Trolls close to him, Karl Franz is gonna be able to get away from there. And these ones actually get shattered immediately from the Empire Knights. So from here on, I suspect it's gonna be a high mobility game. The Empire has took out all of the cavalry and the Warhounds from the Chaos roster, except this one unit, of course. But if these guys get removed, then it's gonna be quite hard for Chaos to keep up, even though they seem to be having the overwhelming strength. But if you look closely, it's all Chaos Marauders with a couple of aspiring champions and just Sigvald. The Chaos Trolls cannot be taken into account if they don't have a front line to rely on, and fight alongside, they will battle. And over here we have a duel between the two wizards fighting off against the Chaos Sorcerer of Death, which is really heavily armored, so he can fight off. And the Warhounds are coming in as well, and the Spirit Lich, which one did he drop on? He dropped on the Jade Wizard. He is trying to remove the healing because that's gonna punish Karl Franz even more. And Doomed Darkness has been popped, another Earthblood is coming in, and now the Demigryph Knights will realize that the Chaos Trolls need to be destroyed, and he's just gonna try to chase them together with the Reiksguard over here, and while Karl Franz keeps on fighting together with his leftover greatswords against Sigvald over here. We have another rallying unit of greatswords just trying to come back. They're barely staying into the field at the moment. It's just 18 models, but finally the Chaos Sorcerer of Death has been broken. Green really needs to capitalize on that. He really can't allow him to come back. Just one Spirit Lich could prove lethal at this point, but he's not gonna go after him. He's just gonna decide to break the Chaos Warhounds and then go for a massive Rohirrim charge against the leftover Chaos forces, which are fighting with their backs against the greatswords. I mean, they're fighting against the greatswords, so they're gonna get charged in the back by the Empire Knights. Karl is gonna be doing some really good work. He's trying to go after Sigmar at the moment, after Sigvald, excuse me, not Sigmar, come on, Heathen. He's gonna kind of fail. The whole Chaos line is kind of melting apart over here. The Demigryph Knights will just destroy these Chaos Trolls. Quite a smart choice, just sending them after those. And yeah, like both of the wizards here are proving to be quite a force to be reckoned with. They're just running around, just getting some free kills, shattering units, while Karls keep on fighting the Prince Sigvald, which has a really high melee defense, so he's not taking that much of it damage. He's really a tanky lord, but everything around him just melts, and the balance of power for the first time is moving into the Empire's favor at the moment. With only the Mirror Guard still remain to fight, because they are immune to psychology, so they're not gonna be get broken by the terror from Karl Franz. The Amethyst Wizard together with the Jade one is just gonna keep chasing off the scraps, just making sure they will not rally. The Demigryph Knights have broken, but not before they actually shatter the Chaos Trolls, so quite a fair trade-off, and they will probably rally at some point because they're not shattered yet. And yeah, the fight still is raging on. Karl Franz just with 800 HP keeps on fighting Prince Sigvald. The Mirror Guard is just down to 600 with 16 men left, and now they're starting to retreat, not because of the terror, just because of the heavy damage that they've been inflicted with. So yeah, some aspiring champions will rally over here. They're just gonna get charged in the face by the Empire Knights, while Karl keeps on doing some work on Sigvald. Sigvald is fighting back. Karl Franz has dropped down to 500 HP. That Jade Wizard needs to get back. You only need one guy to chase off. Come on, Green, get that guy back. Get the last Earthblood on Karl, because it might be like just one lucky strike from Sigvald over here. Imagine if Sigvald, okay, he got a lucky strike, like 200 HP left, and Karl Franz actually starts to retreat. So yeah, that's not good. And holy shit, Sigvald actually gets the strike on Karl Franz, and the game seemed to be in the Empire's favor, but Green, I kind of feel like he threw it off. Like, he didn't need to do that. He needed to disengage and just keep dive bombing, or just get at least one the Jade Wizard back. Like, the Amethyst was pretty much enough on his own to just keep chasing that guy. So now things look a little bit tough. It's only down to these Reiksguard fighting over here with 600 HP, but I'm pretty sure just by cycle charging, at least the Mirror Guard over here, they will be able to do some work. Come on, you need to charge the Mirror Guard. They don't, they must not charge you. Oh dear lord, they're gonna get charged in the back by the Mirror Guard, and they're gonna break apart. The Amethyst Wizard is gonna move in with the Jade Wizard. I don't know how many movement Winds of Magic has remaining. But let's see. Is the Jade Wizard together with the Amethyst one gonna be enough to carry the fight? Nope, and that is gonna be GG. So Green is gonna lose the fight, which I strongly believe was just a waste. Like, he really didn't need to do that. Like, he played amazingly throughout the whole fight. Like, his micro, his targets, his strategy was on top, and just a few seconds of misplay in the end actually costed it the game. costed him the game, because even if he played with tournament rules, he had that Empire unit, the Reichsguard, tied in. Like, he was able to keep on dive bombing if he wanted. He didn't choose to. He chose to stay over there and just allowed Sigvald to just get some really good strikes into him, and that just lost him the game. Like, damn, I really feel sorry for Green, but it's fine. He will learn from his losses, as we all do. It's what makes us great. So, 83 kills for Karl Franz, but it's not just that. That terror everywhere on the field it was just freaking amazing. 55 kills from the Amethyst Wizard. So he really did some work on melee, and together with the Spirit Liches on the Chaos Knights and other stuff, he was really good into this matchup. Jade Wizard just bringing the Earthblood. The Great Swords did quite alright when they were backed up by cavalry. Of course, the cavalry need to be on other places as well, so in the end they were able, they were just shut down completely. Silver Bullets didn't get to do much, but at least it forced the opponent to just keep chasing them with a lot of resources. Like, these Chaos Knights cost like 1300 if I'm correct, or something like that, and that thing cost like 700, so it's a win. Like, even if they get chased, it's a win for you, because he's tying down a lot, like double the resources to just kill one unit of yours, and then you can spray your trap, just bring Boris, just hit them down, drop a Spirit Lich as Green did over here, and just get the victory. So the Reichsguard actually did quite amazingly, both also the Demigryph Knights. They might have gotten less kills, but that was because they were aiming for the Trolls and the Chaos Knights and things like that. The Pistoliers were quite good in the beginning, but in the end, with all those Warhounds, they weren't able to keep up because they're just slower than them. And the Great Cannon, 32 kills, and actually was the thing that brought the Chaos Chariots to its heels. For Sarmatian over here, I really like his build. It's always great to see Sigvald, and the thing that Sigvald was the one that actually killed Karl Franz is quite amazing, because you don't get to see that. You always get to see Karl Franz or Boris just cycle bombing from the air on top of the Lord. So yeah, like the Chaos Sorcerer didn't do much. The front line was quite good. I really like the use of Aspiring Champions just to keep cheap stuff into the field, and they were actually fighting on for a lot of time. Like, I would have expected these guys to fall apart sooner, but these guys just kept them in check, which was amazing. The Mirror Guard, 64 kills, just being the anchor that the Chaos Army desperately needed around the Chaos Trolls, which were, one of them was getting 3 kills. It was probably the left flank of Sarmatian, the troll here, that did that damage, because the other one got nuked hard by the Demigryph Knights. The Chaos Chariot was shut down really fast, together with the Chaos Knight Lances. They managed to do some damage before they got destroyed, but in the end Green just outplayed that cavalry. And the Chaos Warhounds, like, they were freaking amazing. 2 of them, yes, they got 0 kills or something, but the other 2 did quite fine, just chasing down the Pistoliers and just cleaning stuff all left and right. So yeah, that was a great game. What do you think? I feel like Green just threw it off in the end. Like, it was a freaking amazing game from his part, and just in the end, just yeah, I don't want this, something like that. That's how it felt. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification button. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.